What up, party people in the place to be? Friday vibes, y'all. What is good, world? Glad to be here. Let's see, let's take attendance. My man Mir Depp, No, Die Gray Sky, yes, we got all the heads in the building. Everybody else be showing up soon. Good to see y'all, man, good to see y'all. Beautiful Friday. What's going on, Machiavelli? What's the deal, man? You good? Got any hip hop fat beats questions? Some 90s questions? Shoot them my way, brother. Shoot them my way. Let's have some fun today. Obviously, I'm gonna get into the announcements because next week is a big week for myself and Mr. DJ Repmatic. Our album drops next week, and I'm very excited, y'all. I cannot front. It is Mass Influence. You're talking about, where we at? Mir Depp, yes, sir. Mass Influence were from out of Atlanta, and I had the honor of touring with them in the 90s. It was The Arsonist, Mass Influence, Pharoah Monch, High and Mighty, Nonfiction, and Company Flow, I believe. Or maybe we did a festival, Company Flow. But overall, Mr. Live was also there. Man, there was a few heads there at that time, man. TST, NML, I'm sorry about that, man. Hold your head up, you know what I mean? Hold your head up. It's gonna rain sometimes, and all we know is that it can't rain forever, you know what I mean? Serge, what's the deal, son? Welcome. Good to see you, man. So that's on that one, Machiavelli. Give me more, I got you, man. But Mass Influence out of Atlanta. You know, to me, they had a vibe where they could have. There's certain groups where you when you come up during a certain era that you could place them in certain places, and Mass Influence had a very native tongues aura about them. They could have been a part of the native tongues. That's to me, that's the vibe that they gave off, man. I'm sorry about that, man. JS1, yes, Machiavelli, I'm gonna build with you in a second, but TST. I'm sorry about that, man. I understand, I personally don't have any pets, but I do understand. I have a lot of friends that have pets, and I know how, I know what's up. And I'm sorry. And condolences, man. Salute. Okay. Interactions with JS1, of course. JS1, I'm on I can't remember what number album I'm on, but I am on the JS1 album. I don't know if, Stutters, if you know where that album is at, I'd appreciate it, but I don't think you do. I'm on an album. What's fascinating that you brought that up because, Nicholas, what's the deal, son? Good to see you. So I'm on an album, and on the song, it's myself, Raka, Krondon, who's now playing Tombstone in the new Spider-Man movie, and I forgot who else, but it's pretty cool, man. So crazy. It's actually crazy that Krondon he was in the Black Lightning series as one of the villains there, and now arguably he's a part of what's going to be probably the biggest MCU movie of the year, it looks like. Obviously, Doomsday, I believe, comes out. Is it this December? I could be wrong, but, Oh, No Sellout 2. Thank you, Nicholas. I was like, oh, wait, okay. Thank you. Yes. What's up, Detroit? What's the deal, son? You good? Yes, he's been in a few movies, and the fact that I got to do a joint with him now that he's moving on, I don't know, where he's at musically. Obviously, he was very dope at what he did. So who knows, man? I mean, I wish him, I'm very happy for him. Gorilla is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Gorilla. Thank you for your love and support as always, man. All greened up, Detroit throwers. Happy Friday. Yes, so JS1, I know, I actually know him well because we're both Rocksteady members. You know, everything from what he does graffiti-wise to DJ-wise to production-wise, always had a lot of respect for him because JS1 is a man of integrity when it comes to this hip-hop shit. He don't play around. Like, he is a strict practitioner of this culture. So that is the deal with JS1, man. Keep it up, Machiavelli. Keep it up. Keep on throwing them at me, son. I got you. While Machiavelli's coming up with stuff, listen, I had mentioned it. Now that the room is a little more full, I want to get into this. So next week, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me make sure these faders are doing me justice. So next week, Edwin, what's the deal, baby? Welcome, welcome. So next week is a big week. Next week is release week. Salute to you. And I'm excited, man. We could all finally dig into the Q Unique Repmatic album, QR Code. It comes out Thursday at midnight or Friday. We're having a listening party in downtown LA. I've been putting up a little flyer. Where's my, all right, let me make sure I get the name of everything correctly. Who's showing up to the Q Unique listening party, Gorilla? You gotta school me. We already invited a gang of people to that, man. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you, No. That is dope. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you. You guys get, yo, 7, you're probably gonna, I'm gonna frustrate you because there's so much to save for. First of all, let me get everything correct. So next Friday, I probably should have uploaded the flyer here. I guess I'll save it for next week. So next Thursday, we will be having our listening party at the Arts Tower Cafe Shop. Arts Tower Cafe Shop, 453 South Spring Street, Suite 900, Los Angeles, California. If you're in the area, you definitely, yes, I did invite Ryu, that's right. So if you're in the area, you're definitely gonna run or roll up. This is gonna be a dope event. It's a nice little intimate hip hop cafe is how I would describe it. It's much more than that, but the vibe is a very hip hop vibe. And there's a whole crew that owns this space, and they've been throwing events, and it's been amazing. And with me and Red are very excited. We're getting everything ready. We got the CD. Actually, today I got the call. The cassettes are already in production. The CDs will be here, I think, first. The vinyl following. And let me show you some of the other things that I showed last week. Don't worry, man. We might have to take this show on the road. So we gotta take this show on the road. So eventually, I hope to be in everybody's neighborhood at some point. So keep your eye open. So here's the QR code T-shirt right here. Art designed by B. Raw Culture Pressings. Beautiful artwork by B. You see the QR code, me and Repmatic. Really dope shirt. These will be for sale once the album drops. Then we also have the QR code posters. Wait, let's get that. Boom. The QR code posters, really dope artwork. These will all be signed, and the actual QR code will take you straight to the album, every platform right there. This is a smart move. Sometimes I come up with some smart shit. And also the other poster, Comic-Con nerd shit posters. On the bottom it says Q Unique, Repmatic featuring Pharoah Monch. Rich Uno on the artwork, B on the other artwork over there, Raw Culture Pressings on the pressings and all of that. Beautiful right there. Then, where else we going? Okay. We got these sticker packs. And I've shown these before, but we got the individual stickers of Q Unique. Right? If you haven't ordered merch yet, QU code. Well, it's QR, Q and red. You know what I mean? But that is good. There's the Repmatic sticker. Let's get that into frame there. Obviously, you got that. Also, you got the Comic-Con nerd shit stickers. Boom. You already seen the poster. Get this back in the bag over here. And we also got album cover posters like the, stickers. And something I had shown y'all not too long ago, now that I'm able to pull out a lot of the merch. Oh, come on, son. There we go. Thank you. Nasty Ruckus, what up, son? We also got, and I don't even got everything yet, but I got plenty of it. We got the QR code patches. These are iron-on patches. You could add to your jacket, hat, whatever. Yes, he did, Machiavelli. JS was dope at gathering the community, you know what I mean? There's the Q Unique patch. We have it like an iron-on patch like this, right? And we also have them. Let me get it. Let me just put this back first. Yeah, man, the merch, I'm very happy. You got to understand the reason why I'm so excited. I've been showing it so much. If you've been following me, I haven't had merch like this in quite some time. And so while we was putting this album, while we were working on this album, me and Rhett were talking about that and the fact that we got so much with this album, everything from, like I said, vinyl, cassettes, CDs, posters, stickers. Here's the other stuff. This it's a little different. So these are the actual embroidered patches. There's the Q Unique one right there. These are the ones you sew on, right? And there's the Repmatic one. So there's a difference in patches as well. It's crazy, man. It gave you a lot to collect for this album in particular. And Gorilla sees where I'm going with all of this because he's already ahead of me. Let's get those back in the box there. And then last but not least, what I have, and I'll have to show it again, the figure set. Look at that. Crazy. Let me get this in the proper frame because I'm looking at the phone right there. Boom. Boom. The figure set. You got the Q Unique or Repmatic. I'll give you the whole tour of the figure box set right there in the back. And the QR code in the corner, again, takes you to all platforms where you can listen to the album. The figure set. We also got word that we're gonna be doing penny skateboards, wood skateboards with the characters engraved in the board, not just like labeled on, but engraved. So stay tuned. I'll be showing that next week. And hopefully by then I'll have the CDs in and whatever else that's coming along with all of this amazing merch. So stay tuned, man. I'm very excited. Thank you, and that's it. Thank you. What's up, Andrea? Machiavelli, I know their name. I'm not really familiar with their catalog, unfortunately. Yes, penny boards too, Gorilla. We like wood penny boards, not the plastic ones, the wood ones. And each one of them is gonna have the Q Unique and Repmatic character engraved, like lasered into the board. So I'll be showing all of that, more stuff next week. And as you can see, I'm excited, man. Like I said, like I haven't dropped this level of merch, I think, man, I want to say maybe since Vengeance Is Mine, because the truth is, Vengeance Is Mine, we had vinyls and cassettes and t-shirts, right? And then between Heaven and Hell, we only did CDs. Black Coffee, only CDs. When we got to The Mechanic, I got back, we pressed vinyl for that, and we had CDs for that. And then the next two releases were strictly digital, which is Pound for Pound and Royal Blood. But that's what happens. Oh, thank you, Machiavelli. That's right, you reminded me. Yes. Now I was a little lost. Yes, listen, obviously, when you got Mad Skills and Danger Mouth, like you're talking about a circle of spitters. And so I would have to go and visit, like homie said, who said it? Nasty, he reminded me they only had one album, so I gotta check it out. What's up, Andy C? What's going on with you? We just finished showing all the merch for the new album. So, while we're still talking about the new album that drops next week, I have to remind y'all that, first of all, the figures are the most limited thing on the whole thing. So remember, this set right here is gonna be very limited, very limited. So the minute I put up the link, you gotta order it, or else, like, you know, it'll be gone and we're not repressing those. It's gonna be a one-time thing. And what to keep an eye out for, which isn't like, you know, make it or break it news, but the merch page, no doubt, Nasty Rugged. So the QUnique.com merch page is gonna change, not visually, just what the items. And so once everything is in the building and ready to be put up for sale, all that will be available for a little bit are all things QR code related. So the other merch will still be available, but we'll be focusing more on the QR code stuff because it's all so limited that, you know, obviously I don't want to distract y'all with, you know, the older stuff at this point. So just stay tuned for that. I know I'm just rambling, but I'm just very excited, as you could see. I've been pre-plotting everything that we're gonna get into, and it's been very exciting, man. Very, very exciting. And also thank y'all for, you know, listening to me talk about this shit every week. And y'all know I'm like hype. This has been, as I told Rhett, doing this album at this point in my life was not only a great experience, but without saying too much, it was something that came at the right time. My family was facing some really serious issues, you know, health for someone very important in our family, and it definitely had me shook, and I knew that I needed something to pull me out of that darkness. And working with Rhett was definitely one of the key solutions to that. And he's well aware of that because he and I spoke about it. I was like, you know, not only is doing an album with him an honor and a privilege and just a really cool experience because we've known each other for such a long time, but it's also one of those things where it just came at a perfect time in my life. And, you know, props to Rhett for joining me on this journey, man, for real, man. Really, really dope. Thank you. Yes, if you are here for the first time, please hit like and subscribe. And as my homie Gorilla set it off, remember, just thank you for your support with the super chats, super stickers, and super gifts. And if you want, you could go to QUnique.com And matter of fact, let me see. Do we even have it here? No, we don't. I forgot to add it to the stage. I messed up, Stutters. But if you order the Q Unique, actually, hold on. Just hold on, because the QR code merch is coming out next week. And I know a lot of y'all are talking about, you know, you're saving money because you either want to buy vinyl or figures or a tape or a shirt. So we're going to hold off on any specials with merch till the album drops. So that way we could just focus on the album merch. You know what I mean? So you know what? Machiavelli, that's a dope question. Nicholas, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much the new shirts are. I think they're gonna be the average price of a t-shirt, you know. But I'll have all of that ready once, because these are things, you know, me and Rhett have to get on the same page with. So, but stay tuned for that. Everything will be up and running next week for sure, and I'll tell you the exact day as well. And I already got a possible dope guest in mind for next week's Live from the Lab, so stay tuned for that as well. So Machiavelli, out of everybody you named, the person that I want to focus on is Oddisee, because Oddisee is dope, and mostly everything he does is dope, if not everything. But one album that stands out in my mind, it was an album that I was playing over and over again the minute I saw that it dropped and I saw the buzz that it had, and that is the Diamond District album. Seriously, a perfect hip-hop album. I think it's one of the most slept on, perfectly crafted hip-hop albums from production. And let me grab it, because I bought that on iTunes on some, once I heard it, I was like, this is amazing. And so I'm going to the cover so you know what I'm talking about. So the Diamond District In the Rough album, excuse me, right there. Let me tilt the phone right. The In the Rough album right there, brilliant album. If you haven't heard it, if you love really well-crafted hip hop, everything from the bars to the flow to the beats, everything on that album is just perfect. Really solid album. Props to Oddisee. I always wonder, Rhapmatic and Razcast, huh? You know what? I don't know, but thank you for bringing that up, Nasty, because I was actually going to remind everyone that the features on the new Q Unique and Rhapmatic album are as followed. You already know the amazing Elemento from the Visionaries, who's on the song Fire Vision that we already released. He's in the video. He's on the album. Obviously, the incredible top 5, top 10, whatever list you have, Pharoahe Monch is on the album. You already heard that with Comic-Con Nerd shit. It's just been mind-blowing. Now, to balance it out from east to west, Razcast is on our album, ladies and gentlemen. Razcast is on the new Q Unique and Rhapmatic album. Y'all be hearing that next week. My homie Esoteric from Czarface, also from 7L and Esoteric, he is also on the album as well. Mech Rashawn from QN5, and who was doing the podcast with Math Hoffa, excuse me. He is also on the album, a good friend of mine, dope lyricist. Just making sure I've been trying to memorize this. Sonny Dread from the band P.O.D. is also on the album. For those that don't know, the band P.O.D., Here Comes the Boom, or I feel so alive, or the other one, we are, youth of a nation. He's on the album. He's spitting. I think I got everyone. I think I named everyone. Let me make sure here. Yep, that's everyone. So this album is jam-packed with some of my favorite people on the planet, And like I said, I'm very excited, and I could barely contain myself, man. I believe me, today I was super tempted to just play it, but it's like, we got one more week. Oh my God. Thank you, Nasty. Thank you. Yo, man, why is this condensation? Okay, so here, as a matter of fact, no, I love what you just asked, so let's just go through the list, bro. Let me get to my phone. We're gonna go to my Dropbox, and we're gonna go to the files. Come on, son. So, the first track is the intro, Dopeness. Second track, Cypher Up. Y'all know this, the track Cypher Up. That was the first video we released. It's one of my favorites. On that song, y'all know that I was acknowledging I was giving not full acknowledgement. It wasn't like I was telling a story or giving you some facts, but I was giving a salute, a lyrical salute to the Nation of Islam, the 5% Nation of Islam, because I had told y'all that I feel like their presence is greatly missed in today's hip hop. They kind of like served as a balance when you look at Rakim, Kane, Wu-Tang, Brand Nubians, Poor Righteous Teachers, all of these people that come from that cloth. So you get my point. But anyway, then the next track, It Only Leads the Way, which that's also been released. We did a little short for that one. That song is based on me just kind of like a public apology for some of the wild shit that I've said on records in the past that I personally don't co-sign. It's not everything that I've said in the past, but specifically misogynistic lyrics on my songs is something that I just can't co-sign. Just me personally. I don't shun anyone from doing it, and it's none of my business. But for me, I just don't care to go that way. Next track after that, Fire Vision with the great Elemento. Y'all know we were just trading bars, having fun on such a dope track that Repmatic produced. Now the name of Word, Andrea. Thank you, Nicholas. Okay, so the next one, you ready? The next one, Success, spelled S-U-C-K, as in you suck. Success, featuring Mech Rashawn, Mr. Mech from QM5 on that song. I don't want to ruin it, but that's the name of the song. Y'all know what that song is about. Then the next one after that is called The Good Life. That's just me on that song. Now, the next song after that, it's called All in the Mind, and it features one of the greatest, Razzcast. All in the Mind, Razzcast, track number 7. Number 8, The Meltdown, featuring Esoteric from Czarface. That's the name of the song with Esoteric. It's called The Meltdown. Number 9, Comic-Con Nerd Shit with one of my all-time favorites, Pharoah Monch. That's right. Number 10, Let's Rock. That's just me. And finally, rounding it off to number 11, Faith, featuring Sonny Dread from POD. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a quick rundown of the set list. What's up, Demon Slayer? Welcome. That is a quick rundown of what's going on the album. So get ready for that. Very, very excited. One more time, just to fuck with y'all. Here's the figure set for the album. The Q Unique Repmatic figure set, looking fly as all, it's just looking fly. One more time, for those that just got in the room, here's the QR code t-shirt right here, looking fly, of course. Look at that, cohesive, coordinated with the figures. And let me just show off one more of the posters. Look at that, flyness, baby, flyness. Yeah, man. We here. If I have, thank you, Gorilla. Okay, any interactions with QM5? Yes. First of all, what's fascinating about QM5 is that I think that whole crew is lyrically ridiculous. Ridiculous. And what my first impression, what I could say is that they felt like they picked up where the Arsonists had left off and evolved in a different trajectory that I would have never predicted. They just had that vibe about them, both musically and live-wise. They were just very exciting. And I remember they used to do, was it an annual show? They used to do this festival, like this mini fest that they used to throw. And they used to get packed, man. They used to get a lot of love. And they were just amazing. Obviously, they moved on, but they were the only crew that when I looked at them, before I looked at Coast Contra, because Coast Contra I kind of looked, but Coast Contra I'm not sure if they're aware of the Arsonists because of the generation and age gap, but QM5 was the first group, like when the Arsonists were done and then QM5 appeared, where I was like, man, they feel like they're picking up where we left off. And then I saw Coast Contra and I felt like they give me that Arsonist vibe as well, you know? So that's the deal with that. Tone Deaf and Pac, you know what's crazy is that Pac, I've known all of these brothers for a long time. Pac, I used to go to New Eureka Poets Cafe and we would all be there, like Pac FM, my Arsonist members, dudes from Stronghold, dudes from The Plague, all of that. And so, you know, it was one of those vibes where it's like a circle of just our community at that time in the 90s. We didn't have like the whole internet and there was none of that stuff really existed the way it does today. You know what I mean? So, but it's dope that you brought it up because I think eventually I have to have Tone Deaf and Pac FM on the show. And obviously Mr. Mech. First, I got to get everybody that's on this album on the show. I already spoke to Pharaoh. We just got to figure out his schedule. But got to get everybody on, like, that's on the album on the show and talk to them real quick. But yeah, man. Thank you, No. But that's my answer to that question about QM5, man, for reals. How about, while I talk, how about we do a little card reveal? We haven't done this in a while. So I figured, you know, I skipped a few weeks. Figured we, yo, Gorilla. And yo, matter of fact, Gorilla and anyone else that's into New York hardcore music or just hardcore music, you're gonna be excited about my guest next week. So stay tuned, man. It's already, I don't want to give away too much, but I already spoke to the homie. And we're gonna make things happen for him to be on the show, so stay tuned. Okay, let's see what we got. Sonda Quaid, Pushhead. Some cool artwork. This is the rock cards, by the way. Let's get rid of that. Eric Peterson from Testament right there. For all my metalhead fans, hair metal and metal. Reb Beach from Winger. Kip Winger from Winger. Some bands, you know. Cinderella. Anybody was into Winger or Cinderella? Malcolm Young, rest in peace, from AC/DC. Pac FM is great people, man. I can't give it away, Gorilla. I can't give it away. Although I was also talking to Danny too, man. Testament, Louis Clemente from Testament. Bret Michaels from Poison. Didn't he have like a reality show or something? Richie Sambora from Bon Jovi. Brian Baker from Junkyard. Not familiar with Junkyard. Ooh, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. Outstanding guitar player. Exodus. 1-2. Jeff LaBar from Cinderella. And lastly, Tommy Aldridge from Whitesnake, looking very hairy right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the metal cards for the day. He is great, people. Oh, that's what's up, Nasty Ruckus, man. You didn't like Cinderella? All right, now we're going into the YoMTV Raps. I might do a special with the QR code orders and put a YoMTV Rap pack of YoMTV. Let's try that again. A pack of YoMTV Rap cards in every order, but we'll see. All right, we're gonna start it off with Gorilla's favorites. MC Hammer is in the building right there. Although the internet has made it clear, don't mess with MC Hammer, man. He gets gangsters. So I ain't one of those guys. Respect to MC Hammer. I actually got to see MC Hammer in Madison Square Garden. Somebody had given me, I was working as like a messenger in Manhattan as a kid, and they gave me tickets to go see MC Hammer, Bell Biv DeVoe, and Kid and Play at Madison Square Garden. And MC Hammer's show was insane. The production must have cost $1 million. He came from the rafters, from the top of the roof, and they lowered this globe, and the globe opens, and he came out dancing. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. LL Cool J. Surprisingly, I've never seen LL Cool J live. I just realized that. That's crazy. I've met him. I've talked to him. Like when Rocksteady we got an award at the Source Awards. Crazy Legs knows him, and we went out and had like a lunch with L, and me and him got into a conversation of spirituality of all things. It was bizarre and really surreal. Taco Bell money, something. Luis Clemente. Who's Luis Clemente? Am I missing something? MC Serge is still shaking. Yeah, I've never seen LL. Isn't that crazy? I wonder, like, I'm sure the production of his show has to be insane. It's LL Cool J. But I just thought about it. I was like, so I've seen Run DMC because Nonfiction opened for them. But I never seen LL. Who else have I never seen? That's crazy, man. Ted Demi, who produced YoMTV Raps, may he rest in peace. Look at, speaking of Run DMC right there. Actually, here's a guy I've never seen. I've seen him like chilling in a club, but I've never seen him perform, and that's Heavy D from Heavy D and the Boys. May he rest in peace. I never got to see Heavy D perform. That sucks, actually. But I did get to see him in a club once, which was really surreal. What up? What up, Spoon? What up? Good? Tone Loc. I never seen him perform. Oaktown 35. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, Oaktown 357. Do I have this card? Some of these cards, I'm like looking for 2 more cards and I got the complete set. KMD, the great MF Doom, Sub Rock, Zev Love X, Sub Rock, Onyx, rest in peace to the members that passed away. I've told y'all, I've recorded with MF Doom for Fondle Fossils. Got to hang out a couple of times. May he rest in peace. Def Jeff. What is it? I think he had a song. What was the name of his song? Damn it. He had a single. I can't remember. But I believe he's Grand Poobah's cousin, Def Jeff, at the same time. And lastly, rapping is fundamental. Right there, boom. And that is all of the YoMTV rap cards right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been thinking about something because you guys are my community. I'm just going to put it on the table. I was just talking to the producers. And there's a chance that we might be narrowing down our weeks to just live from the lab. Just want to make sure you guys are cool with that. I love having everybody in the room, but schedules will change. There will be some tours coming up, some shows and things. And, you know, we're just toying with the idea of just live from the lab once a week. But I just want to say this because I enjoy every single one of you, and I want to make sure, you know, everybody is in the room on Wednesdays. And what we're thinking about is adding more guests and keeping it special guest heavy, you know, so that the conversation is there and you guys get to see me speak to some of your favorites or somebody new that you never, you know, didn't know their catalog, you didn't necessarily pay attention, but you know. Thank you, Gorilla. I appreciate that. Yes. So, you know, the announcements will be made sooner, you know, closer to when decisions will be made, and you guys will be in the know. I do my best to keep you guys in the know, so. Should be daily. You know, to me, it could be daily, because from what I understand, isn't I think Be Real's show is daily. Is somebody correct me if I'm wrong? But from what I understand, is Be Real's show daily? Because I was told that. I forgot, what was it, C-? I forgot who told me. Thank you, Nono. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate that. Monday through Friday. That's what I thought. Listen, this show could be daily. It obviously, look, I'm just toying with something for the time being. Things could change. It all depends on. Look, first of all, let's talk reality. Has to be a demand to get supplied, right? That's just the way of the world. So obviously, I know y'all are here. So I thought about Wednesdays because of what Live from the Lab means and why I started it in the first place. Friday being more of a show day as far as doing shows and performances, but these are all little wirings that don't really matter. At the end of the day, this could return and become a daily thing. I don't know. It's all based on supply and demand. And right now, I think Live from the Lab, special guest heavy, and, you know, we all enjoy it together, so. I see. That's right, Andrea. That's right. Oh, thank you, 07. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, seriously. It does, you know. Thank you, Gorilla. There we go. See, that's, you know, and it's crazy because Stutter said that. He was like, maybe we do a single Friday a month special, like you know, a monthly special, something really cool. We go on location, whether I'm doing a live show or I go somewhere and, you know, the camera's following and you guys are seeing something new and something fresh. And we save this space for Live from the Lab. And we have, like I said, just keep it special guest heavy. And that's where we are until things change, until things evolve into whatever it's going to evolve into. So that's the thought process. But I thank each and every one of you for A, understanding and being supportive, and B, with your ideas. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. So what I want to do now. Thank you. There you go, Gorilla. Thank you. Yes. Things like that. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to be mobile and start doing different things for the show and start to help the show evolve into something else. You know what I mean? And so, you know, we'll see. There's so many different ways to angle this, but for right now, Live from the Lab, baby. We'll see, though. I will announce it when things are solid and confirmed, so stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned for that. And on that note, yo, Stutters, I think we're going to get in the booth. Y'all want to go in the booth? What's the deal? Thank you, Serge. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Y'all want to see some booth action today? Let's go for the booth. Let me look at what we got on set. Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, Stutters, how do I turn off the background music for a second? Ah. 133rd Psalm. I wrote this for my brother, James, who passed away unexpectedly while I was actually in Europe. And the last thing he said to me was, you know, I love you, right? Like, that's how he said it. That's always going to be in my head. Blood brothers, fourth zodiac, we love summer. Thor and Loki, one's chaos, one's thunder. Both with parachutes, one without a ripcord. One's a Jedi Knight, one of them's a Sith Lord. One's a cop, one's a robber. Don't quicken your assumptions. Shit's twisted when it's fitted with corruption. One's a mama's boy, one will play the streets for love. One's an angry hawk, one of them's a peaceful dove. One's got demons, one is part of God's committee. One's from Metropolis, one's from Gotham City. One's a candlelight, the other one's a burning flame. One's a cool breeze, the other one's a hurricane. One's a scatterbrain, the other one's a level head. One is hip hop, the other one's a metalhead. One is humble, one needs a beat to brag. One's an oil painting, one is a graffiti tag. That is the first verse to 133rd Psalm. What I wanted to write, what the point that I was trying to make was how we were opposites in many ways, but it never really affected us. It didn't, sure, like any other brother, we bumped heads from time to time. That's all siblings go through that. But that opposite is what made us work well together. And in the second verse, which I don't have memorized, but in the second verse, I talk about how close we were. So in the first verse, I talk about our opposite qualities. And then in the second verse, I talk about how we were close as brothers. And so that is not necessarily spoken word, but 133rd Psalm a cappella. Thank you, Rain. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. The name of that band was, King's Bounty, which turned into Soul Gun. But currently, I have a band called Mother Fuzz. Mother Fuzz, two separate words. And we have an album out if you want to check that out. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gorilla. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And on that note, hey, yo, Stutters, we're going to get in the booth now. Let's have some fun. It's Friday. Y'all know I like to have fun like that. So we're going to do, pay attention, 91 to 95. And then I want to go to this one, 113. You see what that is? All right, 91 to 95. Oh, I like that 07. Let's see. That's a good idea, actually. Let's see if I can make that happen. That's a little more different because now I got to prepare the guest, but I do like that idea. So let's see how that unfolds. And on that note, we're going to head into the booth. So come follow me into the booth. Here we go. I wasn't prepared. So I got to take off the spit guard. So deal with this for a second. Pardon my sloppiness. Usually all of this is plugged in. Okay, there we go. That's on. I got to bring this down a little bit. There we go. the SM7B. Sure. There we go. Boom. Thank you. All right, now turn off the lapel, turn off this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, y'all. Bring up my mic just a pinch. And before Stutters plays the beats, y'all know I got a highlight. Next week, we got the brand new Q Unique and DJ Rhepmatic album, the QR code dropping. So I'm going to run through those, but I'm going to end it with something different that I tried last week. But let's go through, for those that don't know what's going on with the Q Unique and DJ Rhepmatic album, let's give them a little taste, Stutters. Let's do it. Come on. This one's called Comic-Con Nerd Shit. Q Unique Rhepmatic featuring the great Pharoah Monch on the new Q Unique Rhepmatic album.
Beat Junkie Sound presents Q Unique, Pharoah Monch and DJ Rhepmatic presents
Next Friday, QR code. Come on. Yeah. Rebel soldier, mad prop, stormtrooper, bad cop, bad shot, bad aim, bounty hunter, mad game. I be talking that absurd shit, that Comic-Con nerd shit, laser blast, disconnected circuit. Doom versus Brother Voodoo, do a voodoo curse. Black Lion, Voltron, defender of the universe. Frank Castle, Punisher, provoke that'll shoot. Sears, Cantina, playset, blue snaggletooth. Deadpool, healing factor, raise the odds of killing me. With great power comes great responsibility. Sony Marvel bad flicks still linger. There's no Bob Kane's Batman without Bill Finger. Dr. Spock shot a Klingon in the face. The Federation had his identity erased. From the halls of justice to the Avengers Tower. Lionel, Solidor, Bowman sending in the power. I'm a dragon in the dungeon, Gary Gygax. A level 20 cleric swinging a divine axe. Gamma rays gave me a rage I never felt before. King Kirby, Stanley, Excelsior. Adamantium bars. The rebels are at war with the stars. CGC said it's worth it. We talking Comic-Con nerd shit. Rah! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out. Mad love to y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your questions and comments. Thank you once again for your support. I got mad love for y'all. I truly appreciate y'all, for reals. Have a beautiful weekend. Spread love. And I will see you next Wednesday. Remember, next week is release week, son. Get ready. Q Unique and DJ Rhepmatic, the QR code, dropping next Friday. We will all be there to experience this and have a lot of fun. Have a beautiful weekend. Salute, peace, love.